Olo. How do?
Oh, you know, living and breathing.
Yeah.
There we go. I like completely rearranged a bunch of stuff around my desk. Probably a little too close to stream time than I should have.
Well, you know, hindsight, 2020, all that.
Yeah, I mean, at least I got most of the wires out of my way.
That's true. That's pretty good to not have in the way.
There were so many wires, dude. There still is.
I believe it. I saw that picture. I was like, jeez.
I hate it. I don't like wire, especially on days where I can't see as well.
Yeah.
They always get caught on my feet.
Not to mention, I would have been terrified that Sophie and her running around would accidentally, like, trip on something.
Oh yeah, that was one of my concerns, because in that video you can see that she runs underneath my desk, which she does often. And I was like, that's just an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Ugh. I should let people know I'm streaming.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
You know, being that good artist. What are you up to?
That's how it do. Drinking hot chocolate.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm hungry, but I don't know what to eat. Man, I want something sweet. Screw it. I'm gonna do hot chocolate.
Why not?
Pretty much.
Oh, man, I still got sniffs.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Getting that and that set up.
I have wine and cooking dinner. Oh ho ho. How much wine have you had already, is my question.
How much is actually going into the food?
It's a better question.
Because, you know, people cook with wine, but then there's drinking with wine.
Such
Two
anger.
different things.
Ryan, you know I have an abundance of rage for anyone to see.
It's a result of being short.
You know, speaking of
Not
short,
saying
Sam.
I'm not saying I don't have it. I'm saying that's why I know.
That's fair. Oh god, that's not the brush I had selected. There we go. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do. I just couldn't find myself motivated to draw unless I was streaming it. I'm still my first
Making
glass
chicken.
of wine. It's a lie. I can't remember. Did Sniggle end up drawing any outfits yesterday?
I think he did, but I don't remember.
Make him draw another one tonight.
Do it.
Be like, sir, the outfits they call for you. We're gonna do random nonsense, because that sounds fun.
I put a bunch of mini marshmallows on this.
Good. It wouldn't be nearly as good without them.
Mm-hmm. There's this little place on a highway that my dad sometimes takes us to, and they make candies and whatnot. It's a place I've always loved. It's a place that I've been getting taken to since I was a itty bitty wee thing, and they have this package, and they look like the mini marshmallows that you can get in like, you know how like in the mixes of hot chocolate they have those like dehydrated little mini marshmallow things.
Yeah.
Well, they have these bag things of mini marshmallows, but they aren't those dehydrated ones. They're just really tiny marshmallows.
Oh, I want some.
I love it. You could probably order it online, actually.
It sounds yummy.
I think they make a lot of their stuff in-house there, but I'm not sure how much is made there or how much is made somewhere else. But as far as I'm aware, they make that stuff.
Marshmallows are
I know
just
they make the
delicious.
fudge.
I would hope they'd make the fudge in house. It'd be scandalous.
Part of me wonders if I've made a mistake, but another part of me says, too late now, because I made this hot chocolate in my big mug.
Oh, so you're in. You're in all the way.
Mm-hmm.
You're dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Okay.
I hear voices.
Yeah, that's Sniggle.
Hello, Sniggle.
Anyway.
Oh, hello.
I
Hello.
could tell it was him, briefly hearing the cadence of his voice.
Well, damn. I wish I had cadence.
No, I can recognize the cadence of your voice too.
I've been told it has bitch energy.
Mm-hmm. Ever since I was little, especially if I'm actively talking to people for an extended period of time, I develop the ability to be able to recognize people just by very like slight sounds that they make. I recognize people by the sounds of their walk, like their footsteps on the ground.
Oh yeah, that
I can
feel.
identify my friends by their walks.
Same. It's a skill that I am irritated to have these days.
Hi, Box Kid.
Hello, Box Kid.
Hello. You're irritated to have a skill?
To recognize people's footsteps, yes.
Good at things sucks.
It is annoying.
It
As
always-
a person, and I do everything.
I always know who's walking around outside my room at night, and I always know who's going up and down the stairs.
People have like a weight, a certain amount of weight they put into their steps.
I tend to sneak up on people, apparently.
Oh, dude, same. I used to get in so
Same.
much trouble at my first job with that.
If it depends on what kind of shoes I'm wearing, honestly.
I'm just really good at going completely unnoticed because I've walked up to my friends like half in front of them and they still would not notice until like they turn very slightly and they're like, "Oh my god, you're right there." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been here. I didn't exactly hide my approach."
I used to
I've been here for the
specifically
last 5 minutes.
do that to
Pretty
people
much.
at work.
Yeah, my manager made me wear a bell.
I'd walk up behind them and I'd just stand there until they noticed me.
Your manager made you wear a bell?
Hi.
Yeah, Christmas time came around and she was tired of me walking I just was walking up behind her and was waiting for her to be done with the conversation. And she'd turn around, same thing with you guys, to be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you were there." So when Christmas time came around, they had these bell necklaces. So she had me wear the bell necklace everywhere. It didn't help because I didn't walk heavy enough to make the bells ring.
And even if it did, all you could do is you gotta just like hold the bell so it doesn't make any sound, walk right up behind her, and then just violently shake it in her ear.
I used to do that with my keys.
Yeah, I did that. Except it was after someone had tried to get into the back of the store, so she was already on edge the day after. And I had that bell necklace on, and it has multiple bells. Like, the whole thing is bells. So I quietly walked up behind her until I was maybe 6 feet away, and then started running really hard. So the bells were jingling, and she could just hear someone running up behind her, and she was like... She's like, "I'm gonna fire you," and I'm like, "You can't. You don't have the power."
I'd feel like you told me to wear the bells.
I miss her so much. She was the best.
You can't fire me if you can't find me.
Wow.
And you just disappear.
Yeah. What's that look for, Sophie? Are you still mad that I vacuumed the carpet? I mean, she usually hates it, but today she hated it in particular.
We had a guy who was in the army, and he walked just naturally heel to toe, very, very quietly and speedily. But he would pop up behind people, and I would just watch him do that. I was like, nobody notices him. I notice him. Because I think he's a weirdo and I hate him. But he also had that issue where people don't recognize personal space, so he would be like right over your shoulder.
Where's the small child I was hearing?
There's a small child. Get over it.
Where? Where is that happening?
Small children.
I think it was from Sam.
There are no small children here.
Are you like watching something?
No.
That's weird.
Phantom children.
Again? I thought I left.
They're the worst kind of phantoms.
That's fine. So, Sniggle, what you gonna draw tonight?
I don't know. What are you gonna draw tonight?
Definitely something with an outfit. You know?
You could
I'm
probably
gonna
just
draw some stuff without outfits.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. I don't know. I feel like drawing something weird.
Got music from Cyberpunk stuck in my fucking head.
That's what you get.
It's got such a good soundtrack.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I want to.
I've barely drunk any of this hot chocolate, and I already have some regrets, but I'm stubborn enough to not stop.
Shoot it.
Can you shoot hot chocolate?
You can shoot
Probably.
anything if you try hard enough.
Doesn't mean to do much, but you could do it.
I mean, you just put it in a cup, put the cup out on a wooden block, and pull out a pistol and shoot it.
But I like this mug. I'll put it in a different mug.
I
I'll
don't
put it
know
in the
exactly
one that
what you
gets
guys
hot in
meant
the
by shooting
microwave.
it, though.
Yeah, I'll put it in the mug that gets hot in the microwave.
That's annoying.
Cause it's like it's microwave safe, but then
The
it's
mug's
like,
molten
yeah,
in
but
the-
the handle gets hot.
I love when people put mugs in the microwave that aren't microwave safe, and they explode.
I'm always very careful to check.
I'm like, wow. It's almost as if you could tell just by how the cup feels that it is not the kind of ceramic that is meant to be heated up.
I always check. I actually have a mug that's a skeleton cat. It's a Halloween mug, and it is microwave safe, and it makes me so happy.
My solution is to just not microwave mugs.
Well,
Because eventually it breaks down their structural integrity anyway.
yeah, well, until I can get a kettle, it's just the most convenient way to heat shit up and then not risk burning myself attempting to pour hot liquid into a mug.
Y'all don't have a kettle?
No.
Get one. But
That's why I want to get one. I've been asking my mother. I put it on my Christmas list. I was like, can we just get a kettle so I don't have to risk burning myself anymore?
I don't need a kettle yet. I've got one of those things that is basically a kettle. It just boils water, and then when you need the water, it dispenses it.
so a kettle.
Yeah, so basically a kettle, but it's not a kettle.
So shut up. You have a kettle, basically.
But it is not a kettle. It is
It's not
a
technically a kettle, but it's basically
hot water
a kettle.
dispenser.
It's basically a kettle.
I mean, but for it to be a kettle, it has to be a kettle.
It's basically a kettle.
So, okay, then a teapot, or not a teapot, a regular pot is basically a kettle.
I'm
Now,
gonna
here's the
ask-
question,
No,
though.
because-
Is that hot
Hot
water that
kettle.
comes out? Is the hot water that comes out of it boiling hot, or just
It
Like-
gets up to boiling.
okay?
I let it not boil for a little bit, depending on what I'm making. Because it will immediately make the cup too hot to hold.
Get better cups.
Yeah, nerd.
I mean, they have handles, so I guess I could just hold it by the handle.
That's kind of why they have handles.
Yep.
Man, things are heating up in the kettle discourse.
Man,
I mean, there's
I
no
was almost
discourse
drinking
here.
when you said that.
There's just
Damn it.
kettles and not kettles.
Did you not appreciate the majesty of that pun, sir?
No.
Fuck.
Heathen.
This is a heated conversation now.
No, I already made the joke. You can't make it again. Fuck.
As a
It's like-
person who doesn't own a kettle, I cannot abide by that pun.
Oh my god.
Listen. The difference is what you have and a kettle both allow for taking heated water
I
and
would call
safely
it
putting
more of a
it in-
cistern.
and safely putting it into a container. Whereas for pouring water out of a goddamn metal pot is not a safe way of doing it.
So kettles are unsafe?
Kettles are safer because you at the very least can pour it out.
I don't even give a shit anymore. How did
It's
we
like,
even get on the topic?
Drips are
Mugs.
unsafe?
There.
By shooting the hot chocolate.
Shoot
Yeah.
the hot chocolate.
By shooting my hot chocolate, which I'm not gonna do, but I am gonna continue drinking and then just slowly question, why did I do this? Why? Why did I choose to use my big mug?
Because big
Because-
mugs are awesome.
I
Yeah.
love big mugs, but like, I know I have enough trouble finishing hot chocolate in normal sized mugs. So why did I have to be arrogant and think that I could handle hot chocolate in my big mug?
Like, you get the biggest mug, and then you fill it with the pot of coffee and be like, I only had 1 cup of coffee.
That's me.
I don't drink coffee.
That's my dad. I prefer to have like 7 or 12 cups of normal sized cups.
I know it was a gallon of coffee, but it was still only 1 cup.
So it doesn't count.
Growing up, I used to love giving my dad, for, holidays and Father's Day and whatnot, I would get him mugs. And usually it was mugs that had some sort of coffee-related joke or poop-related joke pertaining to coffee.
Yay!
So he just has, like, somewhere or other, I don't think he uses it, but somewhere or other he has a mug that just says "Coffee makes me poop."
My brother has the same issue.
I feel like most people do.
No, apparently he gets it bad.
Scary.
Kona.
You just love saying the name.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
I can see Sam currently typing something, and I'm
No, I accidentally tapped my keyboard.
I finally figured out how to get my keyboard to do the rainbow ripple effect.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm excited. Man, really, truly, what was my plan with this? I wonder.
Being
have no
fabulous.
My face.
I don't know. Suppose we'll find out. Meh. I figured this would be one of Radio's co-workers that she doesn't get along with.
I love-
Because she's extra?
This fucking expression that's just like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, my daddy owns the bar, so I can do whatever I want. Radio's like, I'll snap your neck if you take one more step. One more step.
You know, you put on a robe and you achieve that same feeling, regardless of social status. You put on a robe and you just feel higher, feel mighty.
I'll tell my daddy on you.
Radio's like, well, I'm fucking your dad, so.
Well, I'm fucking your dad.
Not true, but by golly, does it really make this girl mad?
Hello, kittens.
Hello.
Hello.
It's a kitten.
Who invited you here?
Your mama.
Oh,
She's
shit.
asleep, so that can't be.
Oh, hi, Idol.
Hey,
So we've got young and old idol, and now we've got
Oh,
kittens.
look, it's the voice of God and anime. And he's on our side.
Sam, go. Get out. Shh, go.
I'm trying. I promise.
Crawling this week, Silk and Steel, so thought I'd stop by. Thanks, Lynn. Oh, Sophie, please, help me. You're on our side.
Now that Kittens and Idol are here, we can talk once again about how just absolutely incredible the soundtrack for Cyberpunk 2077 is.
Oh yeah, man, it's good shit. Especially when you don't have to be lame because you're not streaming it, so you can actually listen to the copyrighted music.
Yes. Well, that's the end of that conversation. Nice talk, guys.
Nice talk, nice talk.
I made mistakes.
By drinking all that hot chocolate.
It's not even done.
Shoot it.
I thought we just had a whole conversation as to why that would not work.
Well,
Why
we've
wouldn't it
circled
work?
Back.
I thought we ended up with the conversation saying that it would work. We just don't want to use the cup
Yeah.
that it's in right now.
Oh yeah.
I want to use the other mug, the mug that gets hot when I put it in the microwave. It says it's microwave safe, but that's
And then somehow we ended up on kettles.
Yeah, because we were talking about heating up liquids. It's because I have to put stuff in the microwave to heat it up so that I don't risk burning myself by pouring it out of a pot from the stove.
See, what you do is you make your hot chocolate in a pot on the stove, and then you just drink out of the pot.
That's
Genius.
smart. Pots are not
No,
microwave safe.
hold on, everybody stop. Abby, get off the stream. I see you on the stream. You're using mom's account. Not on the stream. No one talk. Abby?
Hello, child.
Nope. Do you hear Sophie right now? Abigail, you can watch my YouTube videos. You cannot watch my YouTube streams.
I'm here to cause mischief.
No.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't like talk how I normally talk.
No. I just
You-
want to watch Abby.
I'm confused.
Abby is my younger sister.
Hello.
All talking is
Oh.
currently
Sister
banned.
Goss.
I think she should be. Kittens, shut up. No one asked.
See, but I asked. I
See-
asked me what my opinion was. And that
Sophie is as distressed as I am. Abby,
This is hot chocolate.
how long are you gonna watch?
until we start talking about porn.
Dude, shut up. Not kidding.
Shut up.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be struggling to drink the rest of this hot chocolate, not just because I'm already very full, but
I don't
because of the people here.
Oh, Abigail.
Man, I want more of those mini marshmallows. I mean, like those mini marshmallows from that place I was telling you about, Goss.
Yes.
Oh
the
shit,
place.
Grievous is safe.
Let me take a look. Let me see if I can find their website and see. Haha. I found it.
General Grievous is back. You must realize you are doomed. I certainly feel like it now.
Oh man.
Abby, wasn't the compromise that I would let you stream with me when I had time to do Subnautica? Wasn't that the deal?
You're gonna play Subnautica?
I'm gonna have Abby teach me how to play Subnautica.
Uh-huh.
Get a load of that kittens
Oh.
guy in your YouTube. What a tool. I have Star Wars. I have my younger sister using my mother's I didn't even know my mom had a YouTube account.
Man, that is the most white people YouTube account.
Well, yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
using your name
man.
for anything on the internet.
Gotta go. Mom called me. I wonder why. I love you very much, Abby. I'll see you later. Possibly tomorrow. I feel like such an ass. I just texted my mom. I was like, can you get her off my stream, please?
Rude.
Spooky game if you fear the sea like me. I'm terrified of
Oh,
the
I wanna
ocean.
see- oh. Me too.
Fuck the ocean.
I like the ocean.
The ocean's nice.
I'm sure, and not a very
But it's
strong
terrifying.
swimmer.
Oh, I'm a pretty okay swimmer.
I can doggy paddle. That's all I got.
Oh, I can like overhand stroke and float.
I
I
can
can-
have a regular stroke in the water.
I can float on my back and then kick my feet and swim faster that way than I do going forward.
See, you're just a speedboat. You just need training.
Yeah.
No, just start motorboating more.
Of course. Exactly the route I expected it to take.
Is there any way you can ban someone from live streams but not from videos?
Wow, you'll take my content so you can use it in videos, but you don't want me here? That's fucked up.
Yeah, because obviously we're talking about you. I just don't.
Aw, I can't order the mini marshmallows.
I just don't.
I have no
trust
idea because
it.
never looked for it.
She's gonna be pissed.
I just
I
think
think
it's hilarious,
forgive
like
you.
how much of an infiltrator your sister is.
Right?
I don't know. That sounds like a pretty normal sister thing.
She's
I'm
I don't even
surprised.
have sisters.
I'm shocked that she said something.
Does your
'Cause
sister work for the KGB?
she could. She's
She was pretending to be your mom multiple times.
Yeah, you see, it says Dawn Bray. That's my mother. But I
Yes,
could
I
tell.
see that your mother uses her full name on YouTube.
That is
Yep.
just awful.
Not a great idea, but I don't have time to explain all of the things.
You have plenty of time, right?
To them about technology? No.
Totally.
You-
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
there's
you
no
still
way
have
you
a,
can ever explain all the things because
Because-
you don't know them.
Exactly.
gotta
you
turn-
have like a
around
whole
and-
another 2 decades to explain it to them, don't you?
2 decades. I don't know if I have that much time. I'm 23. I say my body's gonna crap out on me at 30. That's what we're crossing our fingers for. I'm gonna go out in
Listen, you gotta-
flames.
You just gotta turn around and go, alright, this is a coffee machine. This button goes on and off,
No,
as I
they're-
have learned.
They're better than me when it comes to the coffee machine. They've got that down pat.
Gee.
But I thought we came to an agreement. I thought we had a deal. I would let her teach me to play Subnautica on stream. If she just stayed off streams. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
What's
deal,
wrong with her
baby.
being on streams?
Huh?
What was wrong with her being on streams?
Trying to protect her from
We are not innocent.
us, the people
She's-
that will turn her into what Cass is currently.
She's 10 years old. 1. 2.
Oh,
Yeah, she's 10.
oh, shit.
Yeah, jackass. That's why I was trying to get you to
Yeah,
shut up.
Get her out of here.
She's 10, so if we say bad words, I don't want her to be like, oh my god, Cassidy, do you say bad words? Because as far as she's concerned, I don't. 1. 2, if she hears anything on stream because y'all are terrible, I don't want her to come up and ask my parents, hey, what does
There you
this
go.
mean? And
There
they're,
we go.
That is exactly why your
Exactly what
sister
I was
needs to watch this. stream.
no, because I'm going to get phone call after phone call from both of my parents. being
Yeah,
like,
and every time you get a phone call, it's 100% comedy.
no.
It's
That'd be hilarious.
hilarious.
Redirect it to kittens and then
There
watch
we
him
go.
take care of it
Yeah.
humorously.
Give me your phone number.
Yeah, I'm just laughing at them.
Just be like, oh, with your evil laugh, though. It has to be the evil laugh.
My eldest daughter told me that you were teaching my youngest daughter bad words.
Yeah, I was, bitch. Fuck off.
You might actually evaporate where you're at. My mom has that ability.
I could only
If-
hope.
If she glares enough in any direction, someone in that direction will evaporate.
Maybe me.
Damn, she probably just killed my
Trying to figure
dog.
out how one would answer the question of motorboating.
What now? See, this is already an
Me.
instance.
Well,
Never mind. I regret asking. I can already tell by everybody's reaction it was not a good thing to ask.
I'm having a good time.
I'm glad you're having a
You
good
should have
time.
just never pointed out that it was your sister.
Guys,
You should have been
She-
like, hey, get out of here. I hate you. For no reason. Random person who I don't know.
I'm serious though. If she hops into chat, everybody needs to immediately hit G-rated.
G-rated.
Golly
PG
gee.
at least.
Okay,
G.
so I could say, like, up to jackass at PG.
And you can say fuck once.
No, I could say fuck once
I
at
thought that was
PG-13.
PG-13. Yeah.
you can only show
Um,
faithful side to
right.
it.
You right.
I'm sure my mom right now is being like, how did you even know how to get onto the stream? How do you know how to do this? And I was gonna be like, it was an accident. Just like the time she pretended she couldn't read and then ordered like 30 things on Amazon.
I mean, the answer is
Your
obvious.
parents believe that?
She's the KGB.
Abby was like only how old? Like she was old enough to where she was still learning how to read, but she kept telling mom that she didn't know how to read and then she couldn't read it because she didn't feel like it. But she conveniently learned how to read very quickly when she got onto my mom's iPad and found the Amazon app and ordered like 30 stuffed animals.
Your sister is a genius.
Yeah, keep in mind this is the same one who imitated my mom's speech patterns over text to get me to bring home McDonald's.
Your sister is a goddamn genius.
Whenever she texts me, there's the first wall is just emojis, and then she's like, "Hey, uwu, it's me." I'm like, "All right, awesome." But when she texted me from McDonald's, she was like, "Hey, I'm feeling really tired tonight. I'm not gonna make dinner. Can you bring home McDonald's for you, me, and Abby?" And I was like, "Okay." Brought home the McDonald's. My mom was like, what the hell? I made dinner. And I was like, you texted me to get this. And she was like, no, I didn't. My phone's charging. So we both go into mom's room, and Abby is playing games on her phone, being like, I didn't do anything. I don't
10
even know what
ways
McDonald's
Your
is.
sibling is a sociopath.
She's
Abby
concerning.
just wanted some nuggies, bro.
He would kill you for McDonald's.
She's extremely smart. But still very young. And I'd like to keep her away from the taintedness of the world as long as possible. And
That means
that's kittens, yeah.
Hey now, hey. Oh no, I'm the youngest here. I'm the most innocent. Wow, hi then. Fine.
Oh, that was funny.
It's working me. I'm done. Shut up, Sam. You don't know shit. Stop choking.
Ah, that was
I
funny.
was drinking my hot chocolate.
I'm the most
Dumbass.
innocent one here. That's adorable.
And I wish.
Exactly. And I will threaten the life of anybody who risks that from my younger sister. I will murder.
Damn, you
We
better
have to
kill
look
everybody
up
in public
the
school
experience
then.
as well.
She's homeschooled like the rest of us.
Oh. That's
Hi, Rain.
Hi, Rain.
She has access to the internet, though.
You said butt, Rain.
Yeah, the internet will ruin it first.
Yeah, but I'm trying to slow that down just a little bit. My parents had me make the decision on what social media she was and was not allowed to be on. And I was like,
All of it?
You were like, no.
None of it's safe.
I'm like, she's allowed to follow these YouTube channels. Not including mine, by the way. She found mine. I don't know when. I don't know, she's sneaky. She's like, she can follow ocean-related content, a few child-related gamers that don't curse.
You will find your worst secret.
She will, but I'm trying to slow it down.
You cannot.
I'm gonna try. Gospel
He's
legit
already
murder.
too powerful.
Yeah, you can ask Ryan. The protectiveness over her in particular is very strong. All of the rest of my siblings are already ruined, but she's not there yet.
She has surpassed anything you can see.
Or
10.
She's
For
secretly-
sisters, 10.
the least phased out of all
For
of
little
us.
sister.
Yeah. I have a 10-year-old sister, a 20-year-old sister. I'm 23. Older brother 25. Younger one is a 19. Just turned 19. So all the rest of us
One-
are screwed.
One day she told me that she had like 3 other sisters, and I just believed it because she
Yeah.
has so many goddamn family members, and I'm just like, alright.
Keeping up that homeschool reputation.
Oh, goodness. I finished the hot chocolate.
Are you okay?
Finally.
Probably not.
Why did
Witness
you
your
choose
own
to finish
destruction.
it?
Because Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Fair enough. Oh, you know what? I kind of just screwed myself by doing that, though. Now I'm gonna go over and my mom's like, why did you not want her on your streams? What do you talk about on your streams? I'm gonna be like, getting bitches and fucking money.
So there's this guy named Kittens, right?
Just narc on him.
11 is mini
guy- the
adulthood. That's
guy
when
named
Harry goes to Hogwarts. Well, we were never allowed to read Harry Potter growing up, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, isn't
I
there
wrote
a
some
TOS of them
how
being...
much of an asshole he is, just to present to you today.
3 sisters and 2 brothers. Oh, what were you saying, Box?
Oh, I was curious about TOS and age for...
Oh, yes. Talking about ages is against TOS.
Oh, well, we're not talking about our ages now, are we?
Well, no, her age being 10, I think it's too young for YouTube, technically.
Yeah, thanks.
is.
That's what I'm saying.
And Twitch.
So why does she have one? She was on
Well,
YouTube, not Twitch.
I think, technically speaking, in streams, you're technically not supposed to leave a child under a certain age unattended in the stream.
Which is a
Oh.
good policy to have.
Unattended.
Because I don't know for sure, but I don't remember which server it was, but they mentioned that somebody or other, they got in big trouble because he like walked off to go handle something, and then his like itty bitty child walked on screen and was like there
Oh,
by
yeah.
himself.
That's a good policy to have, though. You shouldn't be leaving your child alone on stream. You don't know what strangers are gonna say.
Yeah.
But
People
even
are
as
weird.
a viewer, I
Yeah,
wanted
Rain.
it.
You read that book. Let me know how it goes.
I don't like the way you said that. Yeah, you go read that.
Good.
book.
It's not a good book.
It's a very good book.
Well, I'm sure it is.
The
Lady in Italy
Bible?
got banned.
The
Yes.
Bible.
The Bible?
Oh, Adriana. Rain, what?
I'd read it.
Give me the title.
Don't worry, I got you.
How do I
Thanks,
change
homie.
Instagram on browser? To
I
talk
already
to-
know. Because she's reading a book from a series that I read as well. So that's why I've already read the book, and she just ordered the books, and she just got to that book again. So I was like, oh, that one.
Oh my.
I remember that one. So I'll probably send that to you in a message or something because I don't have the book on hand. It might be over there, but I don't feel like getting up to get it.
That's fine. I'm not gonna make you get up to get it. That's cruel.
I might at some point. It's just a matter of I'm taking a moment because of my hot chocolate.
Yeah, so it's anyone under the age of 13 because of COPPA.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run that by parentals next time I go over and be like,
Haha, an
hey.
excuse. I don't have to explain that I didn't want them here because my friends are weird.
Yeah.
It's literally a restriction within the governmental laws.
Well, no.
Sorry. Kathy Jenner.
But we found that out after. We kicked her out because we're weird.
Exactly. Hey, I can't stay long. Just stopping by to let you
Yeah.
know that you inspire me in every artwork you post. Keep it up. Thank you, Catherine. You are amazing.
Hey!
I haven't gotten a wall of anger emojis yet, so I think I'm in the clear for the moment.
I don't. So your mom just sends a bunch of emojis like denoting her mood before saying anything?
No,
My
Abby.
presence.
Her sister.
Yeah, Abby uses my mom's number to
Oh.
text me, so she has to do that now because of the time she impersonated my mom. So she has to prove it's her first, and then she could start messaging me. Otherwise, I'm like, okay, am I talking to my mother or am I talking to Abby?
I'm trying to. I think I got my first phone when I was 10. And that was because I was walking home from school and my mom locked me out of the house one day.
That's terrifying.
So I just stood there and my dad came over after work at like 6. Or no, he came home early to come pick me up. And at 3 o'clock, and he was like, holy fucking shit, how long have you been out here? And I'm like, oh, like 2 hours.
Just sitting by my lonesome.
I've been there. I've had that kind of thing happen
And he's like,
before.
why did you call me? And I was like, I couldn't get inside. And that's where the home phone was.
I was put in that situation and I kicked the door in.
Oh, well, I was
I had to have
completely
that
content
conversation.
to sit outside on this like early fall day and just enjoy the sunshine and wait for my dad to get there.
Yeah. It was midsummer in Missouri for me, so
Oh, so it was hot.
I was like, fuck this.
Fuck this. Yeah. No, I get that, but no, it was a completely nice day outside. I did not care. I liked being outside.
See, I didn't get
I
a
liked
phone.
sitting outside. I wasn't cool like playing outside. I didn't want to do that. I liked sitting outside, just chilling.
I don't think I ever was allowed to get a phone until I got a job.
My dad had just gotten a new, like, he had gotten the iPhone 4, and so he just, like, shoved his iPhone 3 in my hand. And he goes, you carry this in your backpack at school. And he's like, if you're ever caught with it, you'll never see it again. I was like, okay.
Sounds reasonable.
And he's like, but as soon as you get here, you call me with it. Okay. So, yeah,
Alright,
I
Dad.
had a phone for a short amount of time in middle school. Part of that reason was probably because I was in detention all the time. So
Mood.
I never got detention.
I was always in detention.
Sounds like you're
I just,
lame.
no. I just never got caught.
Well, I mean, I was in detention because I was sleeping. So
Oh, well, that's
wow.
more
you
shit.
get caught when you're sleeping. But I also didn't give a shit, so I was in detention a lot.
Like, great.
I-
I was sleeping in there, and I was gonna sleep in here.
Yeah, so I slept in detention.
I got lunch detention like 2 or 3 times, but that was about it.
I guess I got in-school suspension for one day because a chick spit in my face, and I called her a fucking cunt.
That'll do it.
Granted,
Not this
I
respecting
screamed
women.
at her. I mean, big, opened the bellows up and just yelled. And my principal, he came. So my principal, my dean, he came and got me, and he was like, "Hey," he showed me on the cameras. Is that you yelling at this chick? I'm like, yes. I'm like, can we back it up like 12 seconds? And he's like, sure. And it's very obvious her spitting in my fucking face. And I was like, she spit in my face because I got shoved into her. And that was my reaction to getting spit in the face instead of killing her like I should.
I don't know why, like, how on earth is your reaction to someone running into you to spit in their face? I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so
I don't
sorry.
know. She just turned and just hocked a loogie in my fucking face.
I can't blame you
And
for...
my friend Isaiah, who was like 6'4", the only person in school who could like wrangle me up, locked my arms and just like tied me up and dragged me away.
Let me
'Cause
get
he
her!
knew I was just gonna, because I was going to kill her. I was going to beat her to death. That was the reaction in my head.
Well,
of
such
what
a-
my
Pretty
next
reasonable reaction.
should be.
It's just
I
like,
did
why
not
would
give
you
a
feel the
fuck.
need to spit in someone's face? What
Yeah,
possessed you to do that?
I was disgusted. I was insulted. I was so fucking angry, and I wanted to murder that child. But I got ISS for it because I was the senior and she was like a middle schooler.
Okay.
So I should have had more
Teach
control.
this kid a lesson.
Yeah. So I sat in ISS and he knew it was bullshit. So he let me play solitaire on my phone.
Hell yeah.
That's cool, at least.
Yeah.
What kind of
I
middle
watched
school
him
kid?
like write a like King Solomon like fan fiction. While I was sitting there, and let me tell you, I was really weirded out.
Who's middle schoolers going around spitting in people's faces is what I'm wondering.
I don't know. My school was not in a good part of town, and I was like
Same.
one of 6 white kids, and so I guess that was her reaction. I don't know. It was so fucking weird.
Yeah. I almost got my ass beat in the gym locker room I was in 6th grade, I believe, because I liked taking my time to do stuff because I didn't talk to friends in the halls because I didn't have anyone who had my same classes that I was friends with. So I would walk by myself to every class, which ended up a trend that continued on into high school. But as a result, I would take my time because I would get to classes minutes earlier than everyone else, even if I took my time. So the next class was coming in, and this girl was standing there, tapping her foot, pulling the whole impatient bit, and she was like, move. And I was like, just looked at her, just kept taking my time, kept going. And then she eventually got up to go, and she was like, finally. And I was like, boo-hoo. And she lunged at me. If her friend had not grabbed her, she would have 1000% beat my ass right then and there.
Oh my god.
Such short tempers.
Pathetic.
That's me saying such short tempers. If I can say that, fucking.
I never had a problem with a single guy in high school. Never. Not once.
Good.
Never got any fist fight with a guy. Never had any guy fuck with me. Every time I had a problem, it was some chick who I either got shoved into or I got hit because I was near someone who was involved.
Oh, I see. So you were known as the kid who kept getting shoved into chicks.
Yeah.
So
Because
they
I'm
just
just
thought you were
big.
creepy.
I wasn't even creepy. I was just
No, but they thought you were because it kept happening.
probably.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck.
I had a couple issues with several different guys in my school.
Nah, never
mostly-
problem with any of the guys. But
Yeah,
then again,
mostly,
most of the guys in my school were all soccer jerks, and they didn't care.
Man,
It
those
was
soccer
mostly-
kids.
Pissing matches. Like they'd say something and I'd make fun of them and they get pissy and they'd be like, "We'll do something." I'm like, "I never planned on doing
Sounds right.
anything."
Man, these soccer kids are just the worst, you know?
Well, nah, they're just
surely-
twinks, man, and I was bigger.
Oh, we get it. You played soccer.
Like they're strong, but so was I.
No, I'm
It
just
worked
talking
out.
shit because Ryan was one of those
I'm
soccer twinks.
Yeah,
Okay,
soccer
we get it. You played basketball.
They're
I
cool.
don't-
Most of them were really cool and would just jaw with you and just talk shit. But the ones who got feisty and angry were usually the really, really small guys, and you just call them chihuahuas.
Yes, that
It pisses them off.
both of those. There. That was one of the stories I was actually about to tell. There was this kid, and he was one of those really tiny, super gangsta kids. And he would.
Hi, Ryan.
Goss, if you have something
Oh
to
no! Oh no!
God. Ryan,
What,
you
Ryan?
played
What,
soccer.
Ryan? What,
He's
Ryan?
come to defend his soccer.
I'm just
tweak
saying, do you have any
honor.
repressed words that you want to share?
Yeah,
To,
fuck you.
to Ryan?
Yeah,
I
fuck.
mean, that's fair, but that's never mind.
Little
Never mind.
soccer
you
twink.
sound
No,
like
no,
a
no.
soccer
No, no,
twink.
no. No, 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 soccer twink. Tell us about how that time you went to Paris and all the times you
Soccer
went,
on
worked with
Paris.
horses.
Italy. I gotta see the Louvre. I also gotta see.
We
you know,
get
that
it. You went to
museum.
France.
Yeah, you bourgeois ass motherfucker. Get out of here.
Oh, you betcha.
You bet the
You
girl.
bet your ass I'm bougie.
I am
You bet
well
your
aware.
ass. I will
We
fully
get
admit
your
to
life
that
is
shit.
better than ours.
Have you
How much of that
seen
wine
the
have you
pictures
had,
I got?
soccer mom?
I've had one glass of wine. Thank you very much.
I've had
It's a
one
weird
glass
thing
of
that you gotta worry
wine.
about.
Yeah, but that
Should
bitch
have had
was full.
several
That
by
bitch-
It's
Not
So-
my
whiskey
fault the
you
one
gotta be
glass
worried
holds
about.
the entire bottle.
So let me just point this out right now, Ryan. You're talking to me. I'm making your girl laugh. She's all about me right now.
I mean,
Why-
yes,
why
she's
you letting me just
literally
take
watching your
this?
stream.
Why you
Literally
taking
watching
everybody's girl?
It's my job.
I
my
ain't
fault.
nothing sacred. Fucking, you have a husband.
And
Step
And you
up.
want to covet him.
exactly,
Hey
you
now,
want him?
Not any more than I want to cover you.
Fair enough.
And
All right, but
I
I'm your
do.
girlfriend.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Ryan, I don't know what
Exactly.
you thought you were gonna accomplish. Anytime you're like talk
Nah,
shit to my
I just-
face,
I
I'm
just-
like,
I
no,
just-
I'll talk harder.
I mean, yeah, of course. I work it harder. That's how we do it.
Actually, Ryan, that reminds me. I was the only time I ever got into a physical altercation was stopped by my mother, and
Are
it
you
was
sure it wasn't related to the broom.
no, it was someone I really didn't like because he ruined a relationship of a friend of mine, and I saw him in a church building, and I fucking lunged at him. Like, I saw him, I turned, I lunged, and my mom grabbed me under the arms and dragged me away and was like, "You were not getting arrested for assault." I was like, "No, Mom, it's
Yeah.
alright."
It's not assault if they don't make it to the phone fucking breathing.
I was screaming at him
I mean,
the
at
whole
that
time
point,
I
it
was
becomes
getting
a driver.
dragged.
Exactly. Exactly. Escalate. Always escalate.
Always that's
So there was that kid in my high school, and this is probably the most physical I'd ever gotten with anyone in high school. But he was being a piece of shit, and he was walking against traffic, going up the stairs while the majority of the crowd was going down. And he got in my way, and he looks up and he goes, "Move, bitch!" So
Get out the
I put
way,
a
get
hand
out
on
the
his
way.
shoulder and I shoved him into the other side of the stairs where his traffic is supposed to be going.
Boom,
And,
bitch, get out the way.
Yeah, and I was like, this kid is like 5 feet tall.
I don't really
I
know
mean-
what I would have done if
I
I
mean-
was ever.
Jesus, Sam.
Oh, Robo Sam.
Oh,
That was
hang
not
on, I gotta
Robo,
disconnect.
Ugh, that scared me.
And another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
You don't know what you would have done if?
Better.
Okay, cool. I wouldn't. I don't know what I would have done if I had ever gotten into a physical altercation, because up until I was about 12, I spent every single day with a bully, because my babysitter's son was my bully, and you know, he used to hit me, spit on me, tear my hair out, all that sort of stuff.
What a
and
bitch.
So, you know, I don't know what I would have done if in school somebody turned around to do that, because I got so used to just sitting there and taking it that I don't know what I would have done.
See, that's exactly why people didn't fuck with me, is because I got to that point and eventually started hitting back hard enough the first time. Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
I could always just talk more shit.
Yeah.
That was my skill.
Same.
I had
Like,
a high charisma stat.
I never had to get in a fight, but
Yeah.
there was just
Yeah,
something
I guess it would be a high charisma stat for intimidation.
that was extremely annoying about him causing the problem and then blaming me for being in his way, so I just fucking shoved him.
Right, so
Like,
how dare you
bye.
be walking in the proper way?
like, okay, if you want to go down this route, I'll just show you right now how weak you are in comparison to me. Stop
Well,
with your fucking chihuahua shit and get the fuck out of my way.
I feel like if it was with somebody else, like if it was somebody in school, I eventually would have gotten to that point. But with him, I had to kind of get to a point where I would just lock down and just sit there and do nothing, because every time I would complain to his mother, every time I would complain to my mother, nobody listened to me. No matter what I did, the more I tried to like verbally fight against him, the more it amused him to keep doing it.
That's why you just... Adults are
That's
useless,
pretty fucked up.
and that's why you hit hard enough the first time and let them lay down on the ground for a little bit to think about their choices.
Oh, I would have gotten in trouble.
Ah, it's worth it.
So
Or at least it
what?
was to me.
Oh, for me, it wasn't worth having my life be miserable while he would get away with every single thing he did.
True.
Yeah, but he'd just be a little bit more afraid of you.
I guess that's another thing. I never had to worry. If I ever told my dad, hey, someone's fucking with me, hey, someone, like, it was solved that day. Because my dad was insane. He just didn't care. He was like, there's no reason you need to be bullied. He's like, I'll take care of it. He beat up a teacher in my school.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
And the teacher was calling my sister fat
because she had asthma.
Wow.
And she was still doing everything. She just had to take breaks because she had asthma. And so my dad went up there and just beat the shit out of him and threw him into the bathroom and left him there. And then
Yeah.
the school fired him.
Good.
Sounds like a thing from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
be
what it
honest.
was.
Yeah.
Yo. Man, I could so many stories about my fucking dad.
I don't know, man. Y'all
Or-
are living in the fucking movies.
Yeah, no, dude.
The-
My high school experience was boring as fuck.
My true high school experience was really boring. I didn't do a whole lot, except senior year when I was class president and I swindled the school out of $7,000.
There are some things you probably don't want to admit on stream.
Whatever.
I mean, it's okay to admit it on stream if you don't attach a name and address to
There's,
it.
there's no evidence
Exactly.
that it's real either.
Yeah, they don't know his actual name.
Yes, but Discord keeps these audio logs, and it's not that much of a stretch.
Do they care
So-
enough?
Depends.
I don't know, Brian. You work for the government. How much trouble are we in?
I mean, $7,000 technically felony theft.
Oh no, it was a joke. I did fundraisers and shit for the senior class. Don't worry about it. It was nothing like illegal.
I'm not the one who would care about that. I work
It
for
was
a
nothing
completely different
illegal.
avenue.
No, it was just doing like fundraiser shit.
Oh, I remember
get it.
that story.
Yeah, we made like $2,000 at a school carnival and shit to raise funds for the senior class so we could do prom. and shit. I didn't take any of them.
No, you're good.
If I had, that would be an issue. That's
If you
I haven't done anything that's cool enough to talk about.
Nah, not really neither.
have a lot of stuff,
Or
that's
illegal enough.
weird, but
Got shot with
talk about
fireworks.
it.
That's pretty cool.
Getting shot with fireworks was cool later. It hurt at the time.
I mean,
Oh yeah, burns, not great.
No, I was wearing long pants, so luckily it just like fucking left a giant bruise on my ass
Oof.
I accidentally made a
because I'm
pipe
running
bomb.
away from it.
Does that count as interesting?
Which is what
What?
count as interesting.
I accidentally made a pipe bomb.
I
Accidentally?
feel like.
Accidentally.
Why
That's
do
like
I remember
accidentally
that?
making a pizza. It's kind of hard to do.
Guys, I
Because
accidentally made a
some of the material
shotgun.
Came from
Why is
learning
it-
center chemistry class.
Oh, all right.
That's cool.
My dad's
Turns out
response.
trying to make an impromptu mortar with
Oh my
certain
god.
chemicals tends to turn it into a pipe bomb instead of a
A
projectile.
mortar.
You're supposed to leave one end open.
Oh, I left
It's
one
not a
end open.
closed system. It's not a closed system.
It
My
just
dad-
yeah,
Oh,
did not go well.
my dad's response to any of my problems was tell him to fuck off and punch him. Yeah, that was the only time my parents and I ever talked about bullying. Was the one time I did deck someone. My dad was like, if you cared enough to put effort into that, they deserved it. So
I
that was the end of that
Never-
conversation.
Nah.
never had a talk with my parents about bullying, but I also don't consider most of what I had experienced to be bullying.
More of
I
an
have
irritants
people
than
messing
anything.
with me on occasion.
I feel like to be bullied, I have to care about what they're saying to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I got bullied a lot, and I had to learn to deal with it on my own because I would go home and talk about like getting hurt and talk about all like the stuff that was going on, and nothing happened.
Yours was more like physical abuse, though.
Yeah,
Not how my feelings.
I mean I got both.
I mean, yeah, your feelings probably hurt too, but yeah.
Well, it was the physical and the emotional for 12 years, and
You-
then for about 3 or 4, it was just emotional in middle school.
You were absolutely just abused.
Absolutely.
And that's like bullying is like, yeah, there's a guy who occasionally, you know, like, he'll fuck with me at school, but yours is like this happened for extensive periods of time.
And it was not cool that it happened.
Yeah, I got to a point where I just stopped talking about it and started just dealing with it, and that's why the knuckles on my right hand are crooked.
There you go.
Punching things?
No, my hand got crushed in a car door window, and I kept saying it really hurt for a while,
Wow.
and it was like a week or so later, it was like, alright, if it really hurts, then I'll take you to the hospital if you keep complaining. And I was just like, man, if I raised
Yeah.
all this stink only for it to be a waste of time, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I'm
My-
just gonna stop talking.
My my grandma did that to my mother, who had a concussion at one point. So, you know,
Sounds
whatever.
Absolutely lovely.
I mean, this was the same babysitter who also like used to
Oh, it was the
regularly leave me in the
babysitter.
car.
Yeah, that
For
was
a few
also
hours.
really sketch.
It sounds like most of the things that are being said in this voice chat are at least a little bit sketch. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
That's why
But
we're all
I mean,
here.
I think that kind of comes.
I feel like
It's called Colombian Babysitter.
this is like one of the few times where my stories aren't the wildest, and everyone else has just got, you know, the worst shit happening to them, and that's fine.
I mean,
I'm not
pretty
here to like try to one up anyone, but
My home life was pretty high, honestly.
usually I got some interesting topics, but this time I'm learning things
I'm learning things.
I mean, as shit
about
as
Colombian
things were,
babysitters.
I'm fairly emotionally tough now.
Oh, you'd have to be.
Yeah. So, you know, it worked out.
I'm fine. Twitch.
I knew a kid in high school who permanently fucked his knuckles up because he was one of those kids that just liked to punch inanimate objects. So one day somebody made him upsetty, and he went and he punched a light pole, and it
Ooh.
broke all of the like top digits of his fingers.
Oh my god.
So they're permanently like concaved because he
Yeah.
was an idiot.
So like mine are.
Permanently concave.
That's how I dealt with my issues.
Did you do something similar?
So on my left hand, my like ring finger and pinky finger knuckle is about a good half an inch set back
Whoa.
from my middle finger, and then on my right hand, it's about the same, not as dramatic.
Is that-
Yeah, it's just punching concrete walls.
Yeah.
Because it's better than slamming my head into them, because that's what I started with.
Mood.
Man, I hit my head on a lot of stuff growing
But
up.
when the person who's causing your issues, is the person you're supposed to talk to, hospital bed on so much fucking morphine, he can't talk to you anymore. Kind of got to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 14, and hospital rooms are made of concrete.
I've always been pretty good to inanimate objects. I accidentally kicked a hole in the wall once. though.
I was really good to my bed. I would never punch my pillow or do any of that. I couldn't do that. I just had to hit my desk because it was hard. And
Rain, I do
I
believe that.
won't
Also,
fight
Misty
you.
B, you did walk in a weird time.
Yeah. that's
Sophie,
a
put your
weird
fur
time.
down.
It's trauma night.
It's weird.
Hey.
Joyful talk about trauma.
Trauma night,
Hi,
doo-doo.
my name is
my trauma
Ryan.
didn't come till like really late in my like adolescence though. I mean, 14, 13. Up until then, it was just like my parents got divorced. But luckily, once they got divorced, they were much happier people instantly.
See, Ryan,
So
I
it was way better.
always had questions and concerns. Because when I met you, one of my first impressions was this boy's twitchy.
Me?
Yeah.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh, I thought you said.
Sorry if what I just.
Ask question mark? I've always been a little bit twitchy. Don't laugh, Claire.
Claire, laugh. Laugh with me.
I just hear her laugh in the other room.
Claire, am I wrong though? Like, you meet him and you're like, I might, like,
I, mean,
I feel like if I grab his arm, I might break him.
I'm not that weak.
Okay, but that's
You're not-
fragile. That's twitchy.
Poor soccer twinks.
You're not weak.
Yeah,
It's just,
Getting shoved under the bus again.
it felt like you were always under so much tension that if I like water tension, where if I poked the surface of the water, it would just bish. I just poke you hard enough.
You do realize I had Liam and Elena going to school with me at the same time, right?
Oh God, are you okay?
Hold on for a second. You're saying you look at Ryan and you think, man, if I even touch him, he's gonna explode like a bag of vegetable soup.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's got a lot going on.
Pretty fucked up.
And I do like me some vegetable soup though.
No, he's got like a very interesting but also a difficult family, like I did. That was one of the reasons we bonded. It was like, ah man, love.
I kind of made you talk to me.
You did.
Oh,
That was
I'm
against
there.
my
I made a
will.
lot of
I'm-
friends who hated me at first. It's
I'm
okay.
very introverted now, but I was actually a little bit of an extrovert back then.
You were.
is
You made
weird.
me talk to people. It was fucking rude. I hated him
Yes,
at first. I thought he was an
very,
asshole,
very
had no
rude.
regard for anyone. Claire, you talk about Ryan.
Sam,
I can see that.
one of my first basically every time I meet a person, my first instinct is to hate them.
Yeah.
Love that for you. That's a healthy way to deal with it.
I mean, if they can prove to me that they're not terrible.
That's fair. I can't pretend I don't
What
deal
about
with it
me?
the same
I
way.
proved that I'm terrible.
Yeah, but you're...
And that, by proving that you're terrible in the way that you do, you prove that you're not the worst.
I accept it. I'm definitely not the worst.
I met Ryan post twitchiness at work, so I missed all
He
of
the
that.
best.
Yeah. Ryan has a lot going on, but he's always handled it with a level of maturity that I admire.
That's right, right.
Because I would have fucking
You and
killed
me
people left and right.
Helpful
Yeah.
to know that about yourself, know that you automatically hate everyone, and to look past that and just give them a chance.
Nah.
I feel Misty B. I mean, neither of my parents were like either of that. My stuff was mostly just a lot of like terrible babysitting experiences. You know, being left in cars and physically abused by her son. But you know, different kinds of trauma. But we all have
We
our
have
own life
variety.
experiences.
Variety.
We're the
Like a
trail
Walmart.
We're the trail mix of trauma.
Trail mixed
God
trauma.
almighty.
Is that why they called it the Breakfast Club?
Maybe.
Is a variety to breakfast?
Yeah. Hi, BB. Come here. That's one of the reasons that we got a dog. Is the footsteps things that Sam mentioned.
Yeah.
Both of our neighbors, the one below us and the one right next to us, they both walk the stairs like angry males. So I kept waking up like constantly throughout the night because they work very weird work schedules. And I'm like, I would shoot up in bed and be like, huh, someone's walking up the stairs to my room angry, and it's a guy. This cannot be good.
I actually read somewhere or other, I think fairly recently, that said that apparently developing that skill to recognize people's footsteps and being able to recognize them coming up the stairs like that is a trauma response.
Yeah, I really wish the internet would stop outing my shit all the time.
To be fair, your neighbors are awfully fucking loud every time they enter and leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
gotten a
I
lot
wake up
better.
Every single time they decided to leave their apartment 5 times a night.
Yeah. And you were sleeping out here, so you would have heard that, like, way louder.
I heard that shit.
I remembered.
Yeah. It got to the point where it was so regular that the fact that your air conditioner would come on became a soothing sound.
Man, that thing is loud as fuck, too.
At my old apartment before I moved into this house, the neighbors above us were in an abusive relationship, and I had to call the police multiple times because they would just get into screaming matches, and you would hear furniture being pushed over, and like, yeah,
That's
it was.
obnoxious.
It was.
Put your fur
pretty
down.
bad.
Put your fur down. They're entering their apartment. They're allowed to do that.
You're stomping into their apartment.
They are stomping into their. Oh my god! So we have the across the way downstairs neighbor Elizabeth. She's gone for extended periods at a time. I don't really know what she does, but she's gone for weeks on end. So she came back. The last time she saw Sophie was when Sophie was in my hoodie. She could still fit in the hood. So I was walking in and I had Sophie on leash behind me, and she was like, "Oh, how's your little baby?" And I stepped aside and she was like, "Oh my god."
A little baby. She's
was like-
still a little baby.
She was like, do you know anything about the dog upstairs? And I'm like, I know it's named Roxy, and it tends to be a pretty regular visitor in my apartment because my door keeps opening. And she was like, how many dogs are in this building right now? I'm like, I don't even know anymore. I'm just trying to exist.
700. This is the dog apartment.
It truly is. And the cat apartment, because our neighbors downstairs have cats.
They go down.
Honestly, I could imagine that being an actual thing because since you guys were one of the first, if not the first person to have a dog, the apartment complex could have just dedicated your entire building to being just people they allow to have animals.
That's why I don't understand why more apartment complexes don't just do that, like have a pet and non-pet designated area. But I also, because when we were signing the lease for the apartment, one of our specific requirements was we need to be able to have a pet. And she knew that. She knew that's why we were getting the apartment. And then the rules changed after we moved in to where we could no longer have a pet, which is why I had to get Sophie certified and all that shit and do all the extra training for her. But I was like, what happened to make it change? Like, you can't just change it up after we signed a lease agreement, because we told her while we were there signing it, we are getting a dog for this and this reason. And she was like, okay, great. Nothing else to say. And she was like, well, someone moved out of their apartment, and apparently this person just let their cats pee on everything and never cleaned it. So they had to rip out all the carpet, they had to rip out everything in the kitchen. Like, they essentially had to redo the entire apartment to make it hospitable again.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But I was like,
That's
yeah,
disgusting.
I was like, okay, yeah, I get that. But I told her, I'm like, our dog is very clean. She's like, your dog is well trained, so I hope there won't be a problem. But I was just like, holy fuck. How you let your place be that dirty?
Your people are gross.
I don't even know what the neighbors downstairs are gonna do because they have 2 cats. And they do pee in boxes, but it is messy. Like, I would love it so much if they would just leave for a week and let me clean their apartment.
Ugh.
Miss me with
That's-
that.
That's brave.
I'm gonna clean my own place.
I want to clean their apartment so bad. Just let me clean it.
I
You need
used
to
to.
come over and clean my house.
If it's dirty enough. If it's just some simple fixes here and there, it's not worth my effort. But their apartment is a project. A worthy opponent.
Started cleaning, huh?
Cleaning is relaxing. That's why I did it today. I woke up without a migraine or any pain in my eyes, so I vacuumed the room in here, I vacuumed the room in there, I cleaned the floor in the kitchen, and then I cleaned all the carpeting, and then I cleaned some of the bathroom, and then I moved the new PC over a little bit and cleaned off the wires, cleaned off the desk, cleaned off that desk, put the clothes away in there. And cleaned out that tank and set up the new one so that the corridoras that I have can finally have their own tank, because these motherfuckers will not stop fucking. And they need their own tank because they just breed everywhere, and it is the worst.
Sounds like you need to put a predator in there.
Yeah, I just don't know what to... I don't know how to deal with it at the moment. They're being very impossible.
You
I mean, my
put a predator.
room doesn't really need that much of a cleaning, but it's more of I have Legos all over the floor, and with my back, I don't want to do it.
Oh, see, I wouldn't want to touch the Legos, though, because I feel like Legos have a very particular system. Like, especially if you're in the middle of building something, I wouldn't want to, like, misplace parts.
Oh no, they're all piled into a corner right now.
Okay, then maybe. I could probably
It's all
section.
piled into a corner so that way I can vacuum the floor somewhat.
That's a mood. Yeah, maybe.
But like actually putting them, I'd have to get on the floor, and I just don't want to do it with my back.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that with your back right now. I feel like you should be giving your back all the breaks that it needs.
I need to find a job again soon.
I still don't understand how getting surgery on your back is not immediately like a qualifier for some type of financial assistance or disability. Still mad
that's-
about that.
That's because America hates us.
Mm-hmm.
I hate truly disabled people. If you're
Yes.
overweight in a wheelchair, oh, you're fine. You can get disability. It's disgusting.
But if you have
how
surgery
it's
on your
stored.
spine, fuck it, buddy. You're fine. Get up. Go lift some
If you're my-
boulders.
If you're my aunt who lies about everything on her disability forms, you're covered. You're good.
That also makes me super pissed. The sniffs are gonna be here for a while, guys. We're just gonna have to get used to it. I'm telling myself that more than
Soon
anything.
it'll be like you never were not sniffing.
Yeah.
Do you want me to sniff again to make you feel better?
Yeah. Thank you. You're so nice. Oh,
Yesterday
God.
was like the
Makes it all
nasaliest
sound like you're crying
scream
for my back.
ever.
What about your back?
Makes it sound like you all are crying.
We are, for you.
I'm not.
I'm
Get
s-
plugged.
I still
I
just don't, I don't understand how someone can have surgery on their spine and not get some kind of assistance with that. That just is so ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't understand is how scoliosis of its own thing is not a disability.
Right? That's not something you can
Yeah.
really control.
Well,
America, ladies and gentlemen.
someone else who knows about
America.
that kind of stuff
Oh,
is
America.
Rain there in the chat, who also has had surgery in her back, and as she said there in your Twitch chat, she got denied for disability.
What the fuck? This is why I won't even try. I have had my doctor and a couple of my friends and family all be like, maybe you can get some type of assistance for it. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. Are you kidding me? I've heard how hard it is to
They're
even
gonna be like, "You're young.
Exactly.
Did you
Meanwhile,
switch
my
up
mom is
that
like
again? Or
63
did you
and
get your
can't
own?
lift over 10 pounds, can't get disability.
It's fucking annoying. It makes me very angry. Like it.
Oh, she didn't have surgery, but she has.
You can hear my puppy crying in the background. All right, it's dinner time.
Oh, the
fam.
surgeon
So,
I'll see
refused
ya.
to operate.
Hey, Ryan.
talk to y'all later.
See
I
you
know there's
around.
something with the where you have like nerve issues or
Surgeon
and whatnot.
refused to operate. Why would a surgeon refuse to operate? I'm so curious. Why a medical professional?
I'm gonna
Surgery
bet.
is a huge
I'm gonna
risk.
bet. Personal beliefs.
I didn't think you could bring that in.
Oh. Because apparently he wasn't going to operate on someone so young.
No, that's even more reason to operate on someone because they're young and their body is still kind of building shit. They have more of a chance to like recuperate. At least that's what I always understood.
I know for scoliosis, it's required to do it younger than older.
Well, yeah, because once you get older, it's harder for things to
The
heal.
body's not less mounted. The body loses its malleability.
I guess jelly bone children.
Ability. That one.
Remember, if you're a cannibal, cannibalize the children while they're young, before the bones get hard.
Damn. Even though she couldn't sit or stand longer than 30 minutes.
See, that's what always pisses me off about doctors and why the only one I will ever speak kindly of is the one that I have now. And
Who
she
yells
knew
at you?
too. Yeah, but she yells at me for good reasons. The other ones,
Yeah.
they didn't care enough to do that. They're just like, well, you're young, so exactly, like you're young, so it'll probably go away, even though statistically women grow into worse migraines and it's men who grow into less worse migraines. And then well, you're a girl, you have a lot of hormones and emotions, so you should probably just stop that. I'm like, fuck, doc, you're a genius.
Why are women so emotional?
Because I feel like I have a goddamn rusty ice pick in my eye 24/7, 365.
He just wanted to send me to pain management. So basically, he wanted to just put me on narcotics for the rest of my life.
That's exactly what he tried to do to me!
Until you get
Oh.
horrifically addicted to them.
Hey, that's great. That's exactly what doctors do these days. Because every prescription they
Well, no,
gets
this is
them-
different. This is a surgeon rather than a doctor, from my understanding.
They're
Like-
all the same. They all want,
I
like, that.
imagine he still gets paid.
In,
for
in college, they tried to do that to me. They were like, oh, we're just going to put you on painkillers. And I'm like, what I asked for was pain prevention. Is there a way we can prevent this? And he was like, yeah, but it's easier for you to just take it after you don't feel good. And I'm like, fucking.
easier to just give up and let us prescribe you.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to the doctors anymore. I know what they're gonna. Well, I know what they're gonna give me for anything that hurts. A recommendation to someone else and pain pills.
And I don't want pain
I-
pills.
I'd like to
I
think-
kind of want pain pills, but that's a want because I'm a former addict, not because I should have them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my surgeon actually went through with it, rather than trying to avoid it like all other doctors have been throughout my life.
Some surgeons have their head on straight and realize that you can prevent things early on, and
Yep. They're rare, but they exist.
always get a second opinion. Always go to multiple people. If you can.
I got like 6 opinions. They're fucking
Yeah.
useless.
Talked to like
The
3
only doctor I
surgeons.
still go to is my OBGYN.
Yeah, mine's pretty cool too. She's nice.
Yeah, so is mine. No, I'm kidding.
I would have so many
I've
questions.
been to my
Mine
sister,
is- and I'm
sister's
not-
OBGYN office because I had to take my sister there. And all the really, really pretty, intimidating nurses decided to talk to me about periods and how they worked.
Well, now you're educated.
Yep. Against my
Okay with
will, but it worked. Because they were all really pretty, so I wanted to listen.
Pretty nurse talk about blood.
Pretty nurse talk about urinary tract. Uterine lining degradation.
All of my nurses just like me for my veins.
Oh, why do I understand
Nurses
that?
keep my veins.
I
My veins
feel like
all-
there is a severe lack of nurses in my life.
Go get some.
And I've known so many
I
nurses.
need to go to hospitals more often.
No, you do not. Fuck those
A lot of
places. They smell like the smell of depression and clean.
Oh man, I this is an actual thing. I fucking love the way hospitals smell because they smell sterile.
That is true. That's a nice reassuring
that they
thing,
are
and
not.
nice alcohol. But when you spend time in a hospital, you sad.
Yeah.
Upset everybody.
I don't know. I'm really into just the architecture and all of the dumb shit that is chock full. You know,
I like the nurseries where the babies are.
Aw.
Because the
Yeah.
babies are innocent and cute. And they shit themselves and it's funny.
There it is. I was waiting
Well,
for.
it is. It
It's
is really
true,
funny.
the sound they make when it happens.
Oh, I
You
know.
see a kid drop a big fat load in his diaper and start screaming at the top of his lungs. It's fucking hilarious. Because
I
they're
don't
not
like
my
babies.
baby, so it's not my problem. Yeah,
Not
that's how
my
I feel,
baby,
man.
no problem.
I spent 5 years of my life in a hospital. I don't need any more.
Yeah. What am I doing with this? What is happening here? What am I doing with my life? Guys need to know about
Drawing,
periods. Yeah,
Chip on
exactly.
the-
Thank you. My mother-in-law is a physical therapist for like pelvic floor and things like that. So
Oh.
Josh was never spared details about how the human body works. So that was one of the reasons I really liked him, is he was not phased by anything like that. What am I gonna do about this?
What's your favorite hospital?
What?
I said, what's your favorite hospital?
None of them.
I like St. Jude's. I like the charity work they do.
Hey, wait, isn't
Like
that in
that.
St. Louis?
St.
Uh,
Jude's is in St. Louis. There's one in Oklahoma. I think there's the big
They're
ones in
about
Texas.
everywhere.
But yeah, they're all over the Midwest. They're children's hospitals.
I like the hospital that I was born in because I was born in it, and my brother was born in it. My best friend was born in it.
You keep going though, you're going to.
I
Like,
believe multiple of her
into-
siblings have been born in it. I just don't remember exactly which ones. I think the older ones, though.
And they never left.
So that means her older brother, her older sister.
They were born in the hospital and haunted to this day.
I wish I could be haunted. At least someone would.
Oh, buddy, let me fix you up.
Boy, fix you up, bro. I got you.
That was also where I had my. That was also where I had my surgery, and the people there were so nice. And I got a really nice pair of hospital socks.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, the grip socks.
Yeah, the socks with the little grippies on the bottom that are just
Yeah,
so
man,
soft
the
and very
chocolate big
breathable.
bubble.
Oh man.
It's almost my
Like-
artist name.
They gave
Socks
me
are
a
too small for me.
blanket before my surgery. Oh my god, it was so thin, but it was like so warm. Oh,
Just because they put them in ovens.
I loved that blanket. Oh my god. And they
Blanket
have the best
ovens?
ice.
They do have the best ice. That's a really weird.
Oh, that good crunchy hospitalized.
Yes.
You fuckers love hospitals.
Well,
No,
'cause
I hate
the-
them.
You
I
just
try
don't
and take
want
what
to
I
be
can.
We hate hospitals. We just want what's in them.
Exactly.
I want a full cafeteria to just be in my building.
Hell yeah.
Like, hospital food's not great food, but it's better than no food.
That's true.
Uh,
I don't know if I don't know exactly if it was because I was high off pain meds or if I was just in like a really weirdly good mood for like days after I got out of my surgery, but like my surgery was late enough that I was the only person in like the recovery room because they were going to be closing it down at a certain point in the night. and I was in such a good mood. I was there just like, no, 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 I want to try to get up. I kept having to go to try to go to the bathroom because they couldn't let me leave until I could use the bathroom. And so I kept trying to get up to go to the bathroom, but then I would just throw up because of the pain meds. And then I would go back and I'm like, no, I just need to go to the bathroom. I don't want these people to have to like stay open for me. No, I'm the only one in here. And I ended up having to get moved to another room because they had to close that area down. And so I was just there like, no, I need to try to get to the bathroom.
No, I got
And
this.
And I know the hospital ice is bomb because they had a cup of water and then they had a cup of ice because either way I needed to get fluids in me so that I could actually go to the bathroom.
Fucking
It was
tiny ass
great ice.
eyebrows. They do have nice eyes.
Nice.
I was in
nice.
a really good mood.
I wonder why.
I don't know if it was the pain meds though because
I can
was in a
almost
pretty good
guarantee
mood
you.
Probably
days
pain.
after.
I can almost guarantee you.
I was in a good mood for days.
Part of why they're so heavily addicted.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was.
I mean, they gave me some pain meds to take after the surgery. I never took them. I was like,
Good.
no,
If you did happen to take other stories.
because I was like, nah, I could take this, and I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a pretty good pain tolerance.
Noted.
Why
You're supposed
noted?
to.
Why noted?
He has a whole list of stuff that he's noted that you don't really want to like look into. That I just continue to be like, you know what? All right.
You do that.
A very good organ. Noted.
Basically,
I mean, maybe.
maybe.
You know, you gotta keep every avenue open.
Yeah. But yeah, no, when it comes to pain, I'm pretty good at just stopping it in its tracks. Especially if it involves somebody else, like my brother, because I'll stop pain. I'll be like, my brother sees I'm in pain. He's going to get upset. And then I stop.
Tell me how that feels.
Oh no, I've been shot 27 times. Oh wait, there's my brother. Hello, I am fine.
I mean, close enough.
Close
I've already
enough.
said the story of that, like gashing my eyelid open because of the corner of the car door, and then just turning around like, all right, let's go get slushies. Gash on my eyelid and everything.
Why not?
I wiped the blood off, turned around, and said, all right, let's go. I didn't put a band-aid on it. I just walked in like that.
Established dominance.
And sure enough, my brother was fine because he was like, I have a slushie and my sister's okay. And I was like, thank goodness I didn't pop my eye.
That's always good. You should never pop your eye.
Yeah. I mean, it stung, and I have a very thin hairline scar on my eyelid, but that's fine.
I find it is best to not freak out whenever you get hurt.
It's not very
In
productive.
several different ways.
Well, doesn't freak out potentially make it worse or put you into shock faster?
I mean, if your heart rate gets up, theoretically you'd be pumping blood more. So
If you-
it also whenever people freak out about me injuring myself in particular, it pisses me off. I don't know
I just-
why.
I
But
just think around the pain.
that is my reaction whenever somebody's like, "Oh my god, you hurt yourself," and they're like freaking out, like, "Oh my god, we need to go to the hospital." I'm like, "Yes, you're right."
Yeah. Well,
I'm freaking out, and like,
I'm gonna go do things.
I'm gonna
So,
go do things with her. I'm-
Oh
bet
my.
wow.
Y'all.
oh, have a good time.
See y'all later.
Yeah.
See ya.
See
Bye
ya.
bye.
Peace.
Wow.
And suddenly silence.
I'm focusing. I'm trying.
I love this character that you're drawing.
Thanks. Gotta figure out how
So, I
to.
can't decide if she's got like really big titties or if that's just her dress.
Oh, big titties, for sure.
Both.
Both, of course. How dare you assume otherwise? Now I need to suddenly remember how to color things again, because I seem to have forgotten.
I feel that.
Usually with color.
You know, I thought about that. I thought about that, and then I was like, surely can't be that easy. I don't know. I'm trying this method again that I used for the last Delphira painting I did because I liked how it worked. But, I don't know. I'm still getting used to it. No, nope, nope, nope. What is everybody else up to?
Oh,
Staying awake.
Fun.
I did line art for that broody man that I drew yesterday.
Ah, so you did draw yesterday.
Yes, you saw the pictures.
Did I?
Unless you didn't.
I don't know. I was starting to get a bad migraine towards the end there, so I took meds and then fell the fuck asleep. Or at least tried.
I draw.
You draw?
I draw.
I draw?
He was, and he is.
Draw 2 or draw 3?
Ooh.
Yes? Question mark? All of those. What are you
I
drawing?
draw 34.
Rule 34. Oh god, never mind. I was gonna go see what you were doing. I've been drawing hands. That's good, Misty B. How's that been going? Have you wanted to, like, throw your sketchbook out a window yet? Because I've been there. Oh, sleepy puppy. I need to figure out how to wear you out before you go to the groomers tomorrow. I'm hitting one of those moments where, like, I completely forget how to do anything I knew how to do prior.
Wonder why that happens.
I don't know. Some days I don't have it at all. Like, it's one of those moments where I wish I was brain dead, but I'm not.
Feel brain dead sometimes.
That's usually how I describe when I'm feeling brain dead. Like, I should be able to do the thing that I know how to do, but I just can't.
See, when I'm brain dead, I just go, haha, color looks good, hee hee, and then I make something that I actually like, but I never remember how I do it. So I'm trying to replicate. Haha, color do good. Panic. We're just gonna go with whatever I fucking feel like.
That one.
See where that takes
Sounds like
me.
a good excuse.
Excuse! Fair enough. Box Kid, what are you drawing?
I'm not.
Yeah, I figured. What are you up to, though?
Does he draw?
No, I was just messing with him.
I am up to looking for a game to play that I can't find a game to play.
Oh. Oh no. Have you tried looking for a game? I've heard
Several.
that's effective. What kind of games are you looking for?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, that would probably help.
Something that doesn't require reading
Hmm.
and isn't a first-person shooter.
Oh no, he just took out all
I
of
was
the
a-
options.
I was about to say, I'm like, I could think of probably for a few first-person shooters that don't require a lot of reading, but fuck. I got nothing for you.
Now you see my problem.
Pokemon?
Reading.
Not too much reading.
Like
To
every
be
fight.
fair, I
It's
probably could have played Pokemon without reading.
true.
I mean, it depends on the Pokemon. If you go back to the originals, you don't really need to read anything at all to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You can always tell when I'm actually drawing because I stop talking.
I feel like that's true of most people.
Well, I mean, this is the case for whenever you can't see what I'm doing physically,
I wish I could.
and we're in voice chat.
I wish I could see what you were drawing. But you were just keeping your secrets.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I have no secrets.
You have all the secrets. I really do like this new setup that I have going on right now, though, where I stream a couple times a week and then make one big video at the end. Talking about what I've learned.
I certainly like the format. For me, it helps a lot, especially right now. Just to feel like, and I say feel like as though it's not actually happening. It is happening, but it helps a lot to feel like I'm not just sitting here drawing alone.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I was thinking of a couple days ago. I'm like, well, if I call myself a learning companion, but I'm not really making myself available as a type of companion, is that, like, are people really going to be excited over that? You know, isn't the goal to draw with someone and fail with someone there? So I was like, I'll just do live streams a lot because it's easier for me. I really enjoy doing it. I get to talk to you guys, which is fun, and people can actually, like, draw along.
I mean, if the goal is to draw and learn along with somebody, I think that you have kind of nailed that down, especially if you always have. I mean, there's no guarantee that you will always have somebody here talking to you while you're streaming, but when you do, it's even more what you're aiming for.
Yeah, I do like having people.
Especially if the people you're talking to are drawing.
Yeah. I do like talking to people, though.
We should do a group drawing session at some point on stream.
See, I like that idea, but we also agreed upon doing outfits yesterday.
I mean, we did. I did,
Sketch Geek.
but
Oh, I didn't even
but
know he had
also-
Twitter.
You said
I
you
was.
Sorry.
I was going to suggest that we did that yesterday, but that's why I asked in the chat thing.
Oh, you're gonna
If
have to be more
you-
direct with me if you want me to do
Yes.
something, because I am clueless as fuck.
Well, because first I wanted to know what you wanted to do, and then because I don't really care, and that's why I didn't really suggest it. But if you wanted me to draw and you wanted it to be visible to others, then I was going to suggest that we do the Magma Studio.
Yeah, the only thing
Yeah.
is that I've done a couple of drawing sessions on Magma Studio with my iPad, and it freezes a lot. I would need a drawing tablet. So I mean, we could
Yeah.
try. I just may not.
We
I
can
don't-
workshop it
Yeah.
offline first.
Yeah, we could figure it out. It didn't go too badly. I was only able to make a couple drawings before it froze up and crapped out on me. But I don't know. I don't like saying it out loud because I feel like I'm gonna jinx it. But if Etsy keeps going the way that it's going, it's not gonna be too long before I'm able to possibly just get a drawing tablet myself. There's a couple things we
Yeah.
need to worry about first.
Like living.
Well, yeah, and Sophie's vet loan is coming up in March, and we have not been able to put any money down towards paying it off. And after March, the interest rates get higher. So,
It's starting to sound like there's going to be a lot more, or there's going to be a new stim package though, as soon as inauguration and stuff like that gets over with.
yeah, that's what I'm holding
They
on
start-
to. I'm choosing to
And
be I'm choosing to be optimistic. I'm gonna be optimistic about this. We'll workshop a way to get around it should we get to it. I mean, if we can get through last year with everything intact, I think Josh and I can get through just about anything. Almost. Knock on wood. We went through surprise surgery, a surprise hospital visit for Sophie. We went through. Actually, no, the surprise surgery was my fault. That was just me putting it off for too long because I felt like I could get away with it, and then I couldn't. Sophie, and then my wrist, which ended up costing extra because I had to go back after I quit Amazon, so they weren't going to cover any of that, which was annoying. There's that. We had car trouble. Josh parked too hard and fucked up my car.
I remember that story.
He's so cute though. I like him. He's pretty.
How do you park too hard?
Oh, let me tell you a tale. I'm so glad you asked, Box Kid. Hold on, real quick. I've been drawing hands. I hate them, but that's why I'm practicing them. Listen, I feel you. It was either last year or the year before that. I started a challenge that was similar to this, but I started off with drawing like 300 to 400 hands, just like in one go. Hated that. Did learn, but hated it. So let me just educate you a little bit about my husband. He is pure of heart and is one of the smartest people I know. I mean, he was studying to become a biochemical engineer before he switched over to cooking. And he was very good at it. He barely had to go to any of the classes in order to get A's, which pisses off his college mates to this day. But he's very book smart. But bless his heart, common sense really just evades him, like does backflips to get away from him. So we had to switch cars because I was door dashing. So I took his car because it was newer. He took mine because it was older. And he called me and he's like, "Hey, I'm at work, but I popped your tire. Like I hit the curb a little bit and I popped your tire. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out about it." And I was like, "Don't worry. I'll get your dad. We'll go fix it. We'll figure it out." Upon arrival, I had learned that he did not pop my tire. No, he in fact ripped it to shreds by hitting the curb at speeds way too hard to be parking and went the whole length of the curb while my tire was ripping the whole way. So I had the remains of a tire to work with. I had a gaping hole that seemed to Like there was more hole than tire at that point. So that's how you park too
fix it?
hard. What now?
Got any fix-a-flat?
Oh, fucking right. Like we got there and Jeff, my father-in-law, was like, how did he do that? So I went to go get the keys from Josh and I'm like, sweetheart, what happened? He was like, I parked too hard. And I'm like, what does that mean? He was like, he's the only person I know who speeds up to park. Everyone else slows down and then parks. He speeds up and then parks. I will never understand it. And we just had like a little spat over it a couple days before. I'm like, you need to slow down before you park. And he was like, you're just mad because I'm a better driver.
Oh man.
I couldn't be mad in that moment because the deliciousness of me being right was just so potent. I'm like, I didn't know you were such a good driver. Thanks for ripping up my tire by being such a good driver.
Funny that you
Nothing a little
guys
flex tape wouldn't fix.
have these arguments over who's the better driver when I'm sitting here like, God damn, Goss is a terrible driver.
No,
But
that
at
should
the same-
speak to how badly he drives.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. But I understand why you drive the way you do. It's environmentally subjective. Like you don't have to drive like a psycho in Kansas City because there's enough road for everyone.
Not where I live, but you know that. You were trapped in a car with me for several hours during what was one of the worst DoorDash orders of my fucking life.
Oh man, what a time!
I was so pissed off, and she stiffed me on tip. That was even worse. I was so fucking mad. I don't
Did give
even-
you a bad review too. I feel like that was one of the bad reviews.
I
She
actually
was
don't
so-
know.
I didn't hear her, but I could tell.
She had a fucking attitude. I was like, did you know that if you tell me the name of your building, I can get to you faster? It's amazing how that works. She gave me directions to a gas station, and then she was like, I'm not in the gas station. But she didn't clarify that. She just said, I'm near the gas station. So I got to the gas station, walked aside, and I'm like, where is this bitch at? And they were like, no one works here by that name. So I texted her, I'm like, hey, where are you at? They say you're not at the gas station. She's like, I'm not at the gas station. I'm in a building behind the gas station. So I went to that building, wasn't fucking there. And I'm like, can you just walk outside so I can see where you're at? I'm like, what is the name of the building? She goes, it has brick. All of the buildings around us are brick. So like, oh my god. So stupid.
I distinctly remember her description was out behind 7-Eleven. And I was like, is she in a fucking dumpster?
Right? I was like, who is ordering this food right now? And then we had the notion that perhaps it was one of the cars and whatever fucking parade was happening that just blocked.
And even more infuriating, honestly.
Oh, it was so infuriating. There was like some kind of like car parade that went through an intersection. It put everyone at a dead stop. It went for miles. It went all the way. It backed up into the highway. That's how long this like standstill car parade. I think it was a church service because it all led into a church building, but they blocked every fucking body from traffic. Police officers had to come and break it up because they were blocking it everywhere. So I couldn't get out. I couldn't get in where I wanted to. And then finally, when I gave that dumb bitch her food, it was really hard to get out. And I was like, this is literally the worst because I can't see that well now because the stress has triggered the beginning of a migraine. The sun is reflecting off of everywhere because the sun is starting to set. I have a person in my car who did not sign up to see me like this. Oh, so
We were in
bad.
the worst neighborhood.
Yeah, we were in a bad neighborhood too, which was even worse. Like when I told my dad where we were, he was like, where are you at? I'm like, Ferguson. He goes, why would you ever go there? I'm like, because they would pay me more money to go there. And he goes, yeah, so you can possibly pay for a hospital visit if you get shot. Like, what are you doing down there? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make money. I'm poor. It was the worst. I'm so upset that that happened while you were there.
I don't, I mean,
Sounds like a fun adventure.
I have, so she always worries about how I feel about the shit that she gets in, well, the shit that she gets us into. That's
That
that's the way
I
of-
get us into. I was just taking an order.
But every time she's like driving us around in her car or whatever, she's like, I'm so sorry that this is how you have to spend your time here. And I'm like, bitch, I'm here to hang out. Like, this is hanging out.
Yeah, but were you there to see me fucking lose my shit at cars? Because they were
Sure.
blocking. That was so uncool how they were blocking every intersection. They were blocking all the way up into the highway. Like, that's dangerous. Why would you do that?
Your memory tells you that it was in Ferguson, but it was definitely Florissant, which could potentially be worse considering a week after I got home, I got an Amber Alert on my phone for somebody disappearing in Florissant.
Oh, yeah, Florissant and Ferguson are essentially the same in my eyes. Two different places, but very much the same reputation of being super fucking dangerous. And for
That's
good
the-
reason. Oh my god, I saw someone post something on Facebook. It was a joke to people who live in St. Louis, but I was terrified that someone was going to take it seriously. But they were like, hey, if you're visiting St. Louis and you want to like do a touristy thing, you should go to King's Highway or any road that has a state for a name and like all of the worst possible places to go in St. Louis. And I was like, I know someone is going to take that seriously.
When you read the name of something like King's Highway, that should tell you right there. It sounds like something from a movie like Escape from Detroit.
Yeah. It's not a good place to be. If you're ever in St. Louis, you avoid the East End, you avoid Kings Highway, and you stay where there's lights. Probably? I don't know. There's a lot of places that are dangerous. I mean, we are the murder, drug, and... No, we raised ranks. So we're the first in murder, human trafficking, drug use, and violence from police officers against people of color. I learned that this past year. We ranked first for that, so that's awesome.
They're trying. You know, they were doing so good the year before, so they just had to raise the stakes.
Right? Oh my god. I want to move far away from here someday. I don't know where though.
Hell.
That would be better.
Hell, Michigan.
Beautiful.
Oh man.
But I'm like having an aneurysm in the car while Sniggle's just kind of sitting there like, I can tell that he wants to be helpful and he wants to help, but there's no helping us in this situation. There's no helping.
It's true.
We're just stuck.
There- I'm pretty damn certain what we experienced with the cars lined up to go to the church was actually an anti-COVID church protest.
Okay, well, they can just go fuck themselves even more then, because I was not having it. Oh, I was so pissed. Oh, the level of anger I experienced in that moment was unhealthy. How do I do fabric? God damn it.
It was so hot that day too.
Yeah, I'm just glad we had the car that has air conditioning though. Because can you imagine if we had done that, but in my blue car with no air conditioning, we would have died.
That's fine.
Yeah, we would have. They would be like, ah, man, just keep this church service going because we got to bury a few folks.
of your life.
You would have had to
Like,
drive because
You're dead in the car.
you would have had to take over driving because I would get a migraine so bad at that point that I just flat out wouldn't be able to see anything. Heat makes it so much worse.
Colorful people. You know what? I don't like that I just said that.
Colorful. Ryan, you are right. We do need to play another Among Us night. Yeah, Among Us. It was pretty fun the first time we did it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Cringe. Yeah, Misty B, that's how I felt the whole day. Oh, why did I do that? Now I gotta tab the thing again. There we go. Idol, what kind of 364 thing are you doing?
Oh, wait, 364. What?
364? Did I... Why? 34! No 6!
Oh, I'm not actually. I'm drawing floating heads. I'm trying to work on a process, try to figure out like solidify like a process that I want to really buckle down on for practicing purposes. So I'm trying a few different things. I've got some floating heads here. Some are working better than others.
Yeah, you let me know how that goes, because I still don't have one concise process for anything digital.
What can I get you? What can I do to get you to draw Rule 34?
You cut out so
you are-
bad.
Oh, no. No.
No!
This sounded like actual auto-tune.
Yeah, I did! Ah.
The moment that I asked the fucking question.
Yeah. What was the question?
The question is, Idol, what can I do to get you to draw some Deltory Rule 34?
As long as you're okay with this the style that you see me do the other stuff in, I just need some reference.
Oh,
And-
man.
and like a brief description of positions and stuff.
I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I
don't know if this is gonna happen, but
I have to leave. My apartment's on fire. Actually, I might let it take me.
This is fine.
I gotta go.
I don't know why
So
it was so
innocent.
funny, but it's funny.
I gotta go.
Never expected Gots to be so innocent.
Oh man, I'm the most innocent I think out of anyone in this chat. Like again, raised in the Bible Belt, homeschooled, never left my house because I hated talking to people. I've become a lot better, especially after I went to college, but I'm still pretty.
She only made people think that she wanted to kill them. She was actually just a puppy.
That wouldn't be wrong. I think I'm a puppy sometimes, most times. But it seems like the concise opinion is that I will kill people. I've been told Capricorn is the equivalent of me saying I'm a serial killer. I feel like that's not true. I feel like that's a little stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the that shit is stupid.
Yeah. Did you see the girl that was denied housing because she was a Capricorn?
Oh my god.
That's gonna keep me up at night.
Oh yeah, Idol.
Yeah.
It was a joke, but now I'm kind of considering it. I would have to pay you though.
I mean, I would not give you the means.
I'll
When-
just have to talk to you about that.
That sounds like a fucking threat. We're just gonna have to see about that. Bitch.
It's we'll get Goss's KGB daughter. What the fuck?
That's like the 5th time you've called her my daughter. And you know
I
what?
don't think so. I
No,
don't think so.
it definitely
But, I mean,
is.
that's basically how you treat her.
That's because she
but,
practically is.
Yeah. Goss's KGB.
But not actually.
We'll find out all of the information we need to know.
Yeah, I'll have her. I'll be like, yo, Abs, can you get this info on me on the DL?
Get all his bank account information. We have to pay him.
Don't ask for what.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't I have your PayPal?
No.
That's why I said I'll just ask Goss, but now he's gonna just make a new one.
That doesn't mean you can't send money to his old one.
He's gonna burn all his information.
Hold on. Let me just scroll down here for a second. I'm sure it'll stand out to me. Aha! There you are, bitch.
Misty B. It'll help. Even if you feel like you're not getting any better with drawing hands, eventually you'll start to notice it. Just keep drawing them until you like drawing them.
All the sniffs, I hate it. Tell myself these.
But also take some time to draw some other things, because if you sit there and draw things you hate forever, you'll just hate drawing.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up. I mean, I felt the same way. I felt like, oh, hiccups, please. I felt like, I wasn't making any progress at all. It wasn't until, like, a couple months down the line that I realized that I was actually a lot better at hands than I thought from the practice.
That's how it usually goes. You usually don't notice the difference for a long time. Until you, like, look back on your old work and you're like, oh shit, I guess something paid off somewhere. I don't know where, but okay.
But it sure did.
Yeah.
I'm still just blown away by Idle's response. Like, usually people are like, give me a little bit of information, like background, like what are the characters like? No, information on positions.
He handled it like a pro.
I wasn't ready for that response.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to start over again.
Why are you starting over?
Because it looked wrong. I think it's the brush I used. I need to use a smoother brush. I need to smooth this shit out. No. Listen, bitch. You, come here.
I usually go with a hard brush, and then I smooth it out using a slider, like a blur slider.
There's like a specific kind of thing I'm trying to go for here. I should probably have gathered a reference, like a professional. What are you laughing at?
Oh, I'm sure you know.
I mean, now you have all the information you need. See, this kind of like weird holographic plasticky fabric.
Wait, did you give him that?
Give him what? I don't know what you mean. I couldn't possibly begin to understand what you're asking.
You know, I'm tempted. if I get the reference and stuff, I'm tempted to just like discourage payment by poor performance, but I'm not the kind of person who can bring myself to do that.
Well, it's a good thing for you that artists are paid before they work.
At least they should be.
What?
You get paid first and then you work, dingbat.
Especially for people who do digital art, because I've known several people who've gotten fucked over because they were like, "No, I'll do the work first, and then they can pay me." And then they hand over the work, and the person's like, "Ha!"
Yeah, because people
Which,
are bad
I
at
mean,
things.
you could probably sue someone for that, but most likely it's going to be like a $40 commission because people don't charge enough.
I like the fact that I scared the last person into letting me maintain payment. I feel like might have come on a little too strong. But in my defense, I had already started the commission and they were trying to get their money back, and I was like, bro, it's not gonna happen.
Alternatively, if you do not want to be paid, and I do decide to come to you for a drawing, I would be willing to also draw a thing in return. I don't know if that's things that you'd be interested in.
That's more amiable to me than being paid.
Man, get paid. Get
One day.
paid.
I mean, art trades, they're worth it. I mean, unless you're for some reason in an art trade with somebody you don't want art from, which that's your fault.
Yeah. No, I definitely dig it because A, I don't have to worry about the getting paid thing, and B, it's it's community involvement. I like that kind of thing.
I like how everyone just assumed that I didn't fix the fucking wires. Like, of course I fixed the wires. I don't have I don't have a strew of wires upon my desk anymore.
Oh, right, the wires. Yes, I have a strew of wires on my desk, but they've got their own flow, which is away from everything that I have to deal with.
I just hate them being in my feet all the time, as long as they're up and away from my feet.
Oh yeah, I don't have any of that.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to fuck with this some more, but I gotta, like, do that. Ah! Let's not drop things.
Drop all the things.
No, I need to go eat dinner.
I like how this is how every single stream has ended this week. I gotta go eat dinner, and you basically just don't say bye to anyone. You're just gone.
Welcome to my stream where we draw until I'm hungry.
You say bye to all the people that you're talking to, but then your viewers, you're just like, "Oh, she's gotta go eat dinner." Okay, right, cool.
I'd say bye. Most of the time, I think.
I mean, I might just be making this shit up. I don't even remember.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go eat. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Okay, bye,
a good
stream
night,
people
everyone.
first. Have a good night. We'll be back soon, possibly tomorrow. Who knows? I'm an unpredictable lady.